All right, we'll start with Lord's Prayer and we'll go from there. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. All right, guys. Go Broncos. Jimmy Kelly says, Jimmy, what's going on? Jimmy, can I bring you live? Do you have a microphone? Love to bring you live to hear what's going on in Jimmy Kelly land. You do? All right, I'll bring Jimmy live. I don't know have y'all met Jimmy Kelly yet? Jimmy really turned his business around big time. He's an NHBer, and well, I'll let him tell you about it. Jimmy. Got to dig through the list here. Jimmy, there you are. Oh, nope, that was Judith. Sorry, Judith. Let's see. Let's mute Judith. I'm really sorry about that, Judith. I don't know. I can't seem to be able to remute you. It's very strange. Okay. Jimmy is there. Okay, Jimmy, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Hey, Jimmy. Can you put the word out on where you're at and how you're doing now?
Things are going pretty good. The business is going well. Signed a lot of other clients since then.
Oh, have you been picking up steam with your day job killer stuff?
Yeah, I'm not even trying to go out and get them at this point. It's just referrals coming to me. So
they're basically stalkers who want to give you money.
Yeah, I mean it's just kind of cool.
And where were you at when you joined NHB? Your business was about to fold.
Yeah, I was about to go under, and we had laid everyone off, so it was not looking good.
So where's your day job killer stuff at now? When you and I first we did an interview right after you started picking up some steam, and Greg loves talking to you. Just so y'all know, we really want to get to introducing you quite a bit more to Jimmy. Jimmy's really brilliant. He's really, really brilliant. But one of the things is, if you ain't got money coming in, it don't matter how brilliant you are, because it sucks. You kind of get stuck. But I'm really looking forward to Jimmy does some just amazing stuff that Greg really wants you to see and learn about. But Jimmy, so you're around the $6,000 per month mark with affiliate stuff, or not with affiliate, with day job killer, so with local client consulting. When we did an interview, where are you at now?
Well, shortly after that, we had signed one for a $10,000 a month job, and then
that was the housing company or something like that.
Yeah, and then just last week we did an $8,000 dollars. So it's been some pretty big clients recently, and I like that because I like doing less client work and more affiliate stuff. But
yeah, and
it's really been picking up though.
Jimmy, I'm forced to tell people this nowadays. The only thing I feel guilty about is that I just don't feel guilty for how sick you guys are. I just think it's so great.
I mean, you guys. Yeah, it's kind of sad for those if anyone didn't sign up for the NHB.
That's a sore spot for some people.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Endgame is really good, and I've gotten all your products that you guys come out with, but NHB is where it's at. So
I really appreciate you saying that. Well, we're gonna get to look inside another business tonight that's really killing it. But you're also doing very well with affiliate stuff, and one of the things that this event is about is how it's all connected. And by the way, just so y'all know, I had no idea Jimmy was gonna be on tonight. It's not a plant. There's nothing like that. It's just one of these random occurrences that happens. I wanted to give somebody else props. Maybe if I pull it off the screen, I can figure this out somewhere else. But an NHBer actually just made her first commission, which I was excited about. I'm gonna try to figure out who that was. But your affiliate stuff, you're ranking for some. We won't go into the specifics of the keywords that you're in, but you're really ranking for some mass market keyword stuff, and sometimes you're making like $1,000 a day with your affiliate stuff. It's really incredible. I've seen it.
Oh, yeah, you could get up. I think the highest was like 24 in one day. So it's pretty good.
2,400 in a day? That's awesome.
Yeah, in one day.
That's
great, been my max. I keep trying to top it, but I never can get past that. So.
Yeah, no, but I mean, just for so many people, for most of America, $2,400 in a month. Not just for most. I mean, just statistically, it is more money than the average American makes in a month. So it's certainly something to be proud of. It's Kelly Campbell, by the way. Is Kelly on tonight? Kelly, if you're on tonight, let me know. I want to congratulate you. I'm gonna show y'all an earnings report from Kelly really quick. It's so cool. You're talking about NHB, that Facebook group. It's just you just can't feel down when you're in there. Just take a look here. Here we go. This is Kelly Campbell. Hey guys, I just thought I would share our success with you. Me and my partner are now very excited. We have been paid for our first job $1,000. We've also won a job for $150 a month doing SEO. We have just done some on-page optimization and have already seen rankings improvement in a week. It's for a local motel. We are hoping to sell the new site sell them a new site for $1,000. We only joined NHB a few weeks ago, although we have been working online for a couple of years. This is by far the biggest payday we've had. Thank you so much, Greg Morrison and Mike, and of course, all the NHBers. You're a great source of inspiration, and a lot of people chimed in and cheered her on. So that is just killer. So I want to congratulate you, Jimmy. I want to congratulate Kelly. We'll also be having an earnings report tonight from Martin Lotsberg. He just had a big gold sale. But I want to talk a little bit about how it's all connected. And you hear it from me, but we're going to be talking a lot about how the rest of the internet is connected to Google tonight. How we can really be leveraging Facebook and Twitter and Tumblr and Twoozer. I don't actually know if there is a Twoozer, but anyways, whatever. Like all those sites, YouTube, Google Plus, all this stuff can really use this to amplify our rankings, our results, and get direct traffic. It's real. It's definitely for real. Of course, Google is going to be your center pin, but it's also connected between affiliate marketing and local client consulting. And Jimmy, since you're really in the thick, since you're making a full-time income doing each, like you make plenty way more than most Americans make in a whole year. I mean, shoot, almost every month at this point. I mean, doing each of them. So what would you say about the connectedness? And I'm not trying to put you on the spot. I'm just generally curious what your thoughts are about the connection between affiliate marketing and local client consulting.
Well, basically, they're the same. I like my affiliate stuff because you could be more aggressive and you could do a lot more experimenting. That's more fun to me, is testing stuff out and see what works. And then, but the client side stuff too, the biggest joy I get from doing client work is just, when you go in and you show them that you got them to #1 for their keyword, and they're telling you that their phones are blowing off the hook and everything. I mean, that's the greatest joy for me for client work. I mean, the money's good, and I think for a lot of people, doing client work first is definitely a good way to get a good income coming in, and then from there branching out and doing really digging into the affiliate stuff.
Yeah, I agree with that. We actually had Joe Marfolio on.
But it's all connected.
Yeah, we had Joe Marfolio on an event really recently, and Joe, I don't know what his earnings are up to, but he did exactly what you said. He got started, and Joe was already successful with local client consulting even when he joined OMG, because we have a great mix here with OMG and NHB of people who are experienced and people who are brand new. And Joe already, I think it was already at the 6-figure level when he joined us, but he's really picked up steam since then. And Joe wanted to do exactly what you're saying. He wanted to swing over and start getting into affiliate stuff. And he just started kicking butt. Oh, and Abby Hunjo's on. Abby, $18,000 Abby. Yeah. It's great. I love seeing her on here. So that's great, guys. I just want to just put that word out, that because one of the things, once you can do rank a site, do local client consulting and rank a site, you're 80% of the way there to being able to do affiliate stuff, or 90%. I mean, you're so far down the road. So don't ever feel like you're not moving forward by doing local client consulting, or if you're doing affiliate stuff, don't feel like you're not moving forward in your day job killer stuff by doing affiliate stuff, by doing launch jacking and so forth. Whatever you do, whatever money getting method you're following or taking, it's moving you forward in everything. And Jimmy, I mean, do you think that's correct? Because it doesn't really distract you or take you the wrong direction.
Oh yeah, absolutely not. I mean, everything that you do with local client consulting, it all ties into the more organic stuff. And I think even if you're starting out and you say, hey, I'll rank you for this keyword in a city, even if the city's small, you can scale that as you start understanding how you know, you talk about your feeder sites and things like that that start amplifying traffic and calls going to your own website.
Yeah.
I mean, you can really just, I mean, you want to look a keyword up real quick?
Sure.
Type in water damage St. George.
So this is one of your sites.
Well, it's one of my client sites.
Yeah.
So you can see I brought up their Facebook.
Oh, wow.
You look at the Yahoo. They're #1 in the Yahoo local. You can keep scrolling down.
Oh, wow.
There's #1 for the
in the local listings.
Local listings. If you keep going down, I got them more spots.
Wow, look at this. Where else do you have them?
Yeah.
Is this your video?
BBB. Yeah, that's a video we put
That's your video? Dang, man.
And
these guys must freaking love you.
Yeah, they were. I mean, these were one of the guys I was telling you. I mean, I'm not trying to bash. I can't remember. I think it was Yellow Pages. They were paying $6,000 a month for.
Yeah, and look at Yellow Pages got one rinky-dink listing down here.
And they weren't getting any traffic, no calls, nothing. And they gave me 3 weeks, and I tripled their traffic. And at this point,
so wait, you're number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and then number 7, and then you're number 8. Gosh, dang, man.
There should be another one.
Do you feel guilty that you don't feel guilty?
Well, I kind of got mad. I was competing against somebody else. Kept bringing up YouTube videos into this space, and so I got angry and said, "Fine, I'm just going to go rank all their business listings as well."
That's great.
It just pushed them out.
That's really funny. So, Derek's asking, is this ranking getting them business? I mean, of course it's getting them business. Yes. I mean,
They told me last month that 70% of their business is now coming through the internet.
70%, and that's up from 0%, right? Like before, they were literally getting nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
oh man,
they would get something every now and then, just from the PPC stuff that Yellow Pages was doing. But I mean, this is free now. And
man, this is and you know, one of the things that we say, like OMGers and NHBers are so often not only grateful, but they're just so generous, and never more true than now. You coming on this event and you know, just showing off. I mean, this is the kind of thing we're going to be talking about tonight. It is all connected. Facebook is connected to Google. Yahoo and Yahoo Local is connected to Google. Google Plus, Twitter. Could I get people to type in? We're getting a bunch of people are typing out. They're excited by this concept here. Could I get a bunch of people? And Carrie, just thank you for sharing, by the way. Could you type? Could each individual here type in? It's all connected, because that's really what we're going to be talking about tonight. I really want you to see this. We wanted to get you a basis when it comes to SEO through Google. We really wanted, as we began OMG a little bit less than a year ago, we really, and NHB, we wanted to give you a basis. You know, we wanted to get your feet on the ground with Google, but from there, now we're really opening it up and letting it burn. You know, we're really getting in and kicking some butt for you here. Fletch says traffic to local site equals money to the local biz. Exactly. That's exactly true. Now, Madeline wants to know if you're managing their pay-per-clicks.
I don't manage the PPC portion is done through their corporate office, so we don't. I've actually I've tried to approach them before, and we have another marketing campaign that we're going to work out, but technically they're only supposed to market in their individual areas. So PPC is handled through corporate. Yeah,
absolutely. And Cass, thank you, Jimmy. And everyone's typing in. It's all connected. Yeah, this is great. I'll type it in too. This is a great. This is a fantastic. And is everyone excited to find out more tonight about leveraging? Because I see stuff like Facebook courses out there, and you know, Twitter and Pinterest courses out there. It's not that those things are unimportant. It's just that they have to be connected for them. You know, for it to really help you, you need to kind of have a focal point to it, and you can really see that Jimmy's doing that here. It's really focused around your Google rankings. Remember, is everybody here aware? Give me the #1 if you're aware of that article that I put out. And Jimmy, you saw this, right? It was like not this last Friday, but the Friday before, where Google went down for 5 minutes and global web traffic dropped. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah, I read that article. I mean, that just tells you right there that the traffic you should be focusing on is Google.
Yeah.
No matter how hard it gets, I mean,
Yeah.
you focus with it, because people will drop off and you can come right in and take the business, basically.
Yeah, and for those of you who didn't see the article or who don't remember the actual percentage, I want you to place your best guess. Do you think that it was a 1% drop in global traffic? Because remember, every other website's still out there. ESPN, FoxNews.com, Drudge Report, Yahoo, Bing, Facebook, Twitter, the porn sites, everything else was still up, right? Match.com, everything. Amazon, eBay, all the other sites were up. So even if somebody was at a computer, they go to Google and it doesn't work, you just go to Bing, right? It can't be that big of a difference.
You go to Bing and Google it.
Right. Oh, you're so funny. That's great. So would you guess it was a 1% drop, a 3% drop, or a 7% drop? So type in your window whether you think it was a 1% drop, a 3% drop, or a 7% drop. I'll give you guys a couple seconds to get your guesses in. Okay. A lot of people are saying 7%. Somebody said 10%. No one's going for 1 or 3. Nobody. A lot of people know the answer, so they're just typing it in. Okay, the answer is 40%. It's 40 freaking %. And goodness sakes, and Jimmy, like, people, you go to Amazon, you're not shopping, you're buying. You already knew what you wanted when you're going to Amazon. Like, you don't really go to Amazon to browse. I mean, you might, but the mass amount of people that are going there with their minds made up. You go to Google when you're shopping. Your roof is leaking. You have water damage, right? You want to buy a holiday gift for your sweetheart, whatever. Like that, that's when you take to Google. So that 40%, it's not just 40% of the traffic. It's like 80 or 90% of the up for grabs money. Now, that said, does this mean we should be ignoring Yahoo or Facebook? Absolutely not. That's exactly what Jimmy is showing here, front and center, is that we absolutely don't want to ignore these portals, and you can get significant traffic from them. Okay, there is still lots and lots of traffic out there. It's not going to be quite as targeted and focused and powerful, but it's still up for grabs. And in fact, NHBR Steve Clayton is going to be on in a little while. You're going to want to stay for this whole event. This thing is going to be a barn burner. Because he's going to come on and he's going to show off a site. It does have search rankings, but it's actually getting most of its traffic from these other meta sources. It's a $500,000 site. So we're really going to show you the potential of taking advantage of these other portals, because there's a lot of power in them. And something else I want you to realize is you are in exactly the right place at exactly the right time with OMG and NHB. And give me the number one if you realize that. Like, if you just feel like, yes, I am in exactly the right place at exactly the right time. This is exactly where I should be. Yeah, this is great. This is great. I love this. That's awesome. That's awesome. Abby, can I bring you on? Let me know if I can bring you on. I poor Abby. I'm always. You can absolutely say no. You said Dawn. What does that mean, Abby? Don't have a microphone? No. Yeah, I bet you did it on purpose. Oh, you're on the road. Okay. No worries. That's wonderful, Abby. I really appreciate it. Okay, great. So we just got a wonderful reaction from that, and yeah, like, again, it is all happening. I just wanted to check for something else that I thought might be out there somewhere. I just got to look through the question box here for a second. So listen. So Greg Morrison is going to be on in a short period of time. And he will be dropping bombs, because that's what Greg does. So that's going to be really, really cool. I think he's going to be on at around half past, so in about 8 to 10 minutes. And let me just look for Martin and see if Martin is already on. No, he's not on yet. So I think Martin will be on at about 45 after, and I think that's also roundabouts when we're going to have be joined by Steve. And I think Steve is trying to track down another one of his partners to come on this event as well. I hope he'll be able to make it. But just in case he can't, we'll leave that in the dark. Now, Now, Jimmy, when you personally find yourself using Facebook and Yahoo like you're doing here and stuff like that, are you generally just firing like NHB style links to these sites? Is that pretty much what you're doing, or is there anything else on the page that you're doing that's particularly nifty and smart?
Yeah, so basically, if you wanted to analyze what I did,
Sure.
you see so the money site is the A there.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
you
Right
see.
here.
And so that would be more like your money site. All these other things, they're citations, but they have a lot more domain authority. So,
Right.
do you have anything that shows domain authority on your computer, Mike?
I don't. Do you? Do you want me to give you the screen?
Sure. Yeah, I guess I could show some people some things.
All right. Cool. Yeah, I've been wanting
y'all. Crash, but
yeah. Well, Greg's been wanting everybody to meet you, anyways. So I'm gonna make you an organizer, Jimmy, and that'll be cool too, because then you can see everyone's thank yous and so forth. And Martin's on now too. That's awesome. Awesome. So we'll talk to Martin in just a second. Okay. So Jimmy, are you ready for me to pass you the screen, or do you need?
No, I'm good.
Do y'all want to hear this from Jimmy, or is that a little bit boring for you? Not fun. Give me the number one if you really want to hear from Jimmy, and give me number two if you'd rather we just kind of ignore him and ignore like all the great ideas that he has. And yeah, nobody wants it. No. Okay. All right. Sorry, Jimmy. Forget about it. No, just joking. Everyone said one. There was yeah. Okay. So I'm going to make Jimmy the presenter, and what Jimmy's going to do is go inside. And again, like this is really one of the wonders. I've said it before. I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. OMG and HB. It's a city on a hill. It's a place where friends come together in Providence, and you can really see the advantage that we have. Because you're not just playing with power with all of Greg's and my sites that you get to look through and get to look over our shoulders, but so many of our clients and our friends here just really open up their hearts and open up their minds and share with us, and essentially open up their wallets and just pull money out of them and hand it to us. So all right, so what are we looking at here, Jimmy?
Okay, so this is kind of the difference between when you can use like Magic Submitter or whatever link building tool you like to use, versus like your private network and some of the higher power
overdrive links
more conservative So let me see. This is probably a poor example, but we'll show you. So this is their. Can you see this up here?
I can. Yeah, DA100. Yep. DA100.
Yeah, so this is the primary, and this kind of fits well into the silo stuff that they were going.
Oh, dang! Wasn't that silo stuff sick?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, I want to show everybody that site we were working on during that event just hit page one. That Nashville SEO, yeah, it did. Oh,
that's awesome,
dude! That is a money site. I'm gonna make a killing with that site. Let me just tell you, that's another thing I don't feel guilty about. Anyways, go ahead.
So knowing whether or not, domain authority is based off of the links that go to all the pages on your site and a couple of other factors, but mainly you can manipulate your domain authority by pointing links to many pages on your site versus one specific one.
Right.
So domain authority is very hard to manipulate, whereas page authority is not. If you fire a couple of powerful links, your page authority would go up super easy, but domain authority is harder. But the other thing is too, if you're looking at like a 60 domain authority and above, you can fire off your magic and really not worry too much about
yeah, this is one of the reasons. This is a great,
and it'll rank.
Yeah, guys, this is a killer distinction you're getting. Y'all know how we can just use the worst, lowest links. I mean, you just use SENuke on YouTube videos and it just doesn't matter. It's because of domain authority. Like YouTube itself has such domain authority that it doesn't matter at all. Give me the number one if that makes sense. If you're seeing the distinction between domain authority and page authority. It looks like a lot of people. Yeah. And is this an aha moment? Like, give me the number. Like please tell Jimmy thank you if he just made being on this event altogether worth it for you just with that one distinction. Because if you didn't know it, I would think that it would be an absolute game changer for a lot of people here. Sorry, Jimmy, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. So, and this one, again, 42, I got kind of lucky with this one ranking easier. But so now apply this to the way you do a Squidoo lens. Look at your domain authority when you create a Squidoo page. You know, look at your domain authority when you're doing YouTube. That's 100. Facebook, 100. These ones are a lot higher. You can abuse them. But the best part about it is all that link juice, whether no-follow or not, is going to benefit the rankings of your money site. So you're kind of relying on that to kind of pull your money site, you know, from wherever it is.
Right.
If you can kind of compare it that way.
Right. So, so you're pushing through, like, you know what it's kind of like. It's kind of funny, but it's like money laundering. Like with your links, because your links are kind of like, if you're sending like SE nuke links that are pretty spammy and pretty low quality or whatever, and then you're like washing them through Yahoo, and then you get all the benefit of the links as if they were good links. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Does everyone understand that? How we're kind of like, you know, by using this distinction, you can kind of link launder. This is like link laundering. So give me the number one if that makes sense. If not, I totally want to know, because I really want you to get this. This is killer stuff. Okay, Kath didn't get it. Albert didn't get it. Jared didn't get it. Dennis. Okay, a lot of people did get it. Okay, so here's the thing. Now, of course, everyone understands that some links are just going to be perceived as higher quality. Like if wallstreetjournal.com links to your gold site and says this is a great gold site, then Google, of course, is going to look at that and be like, this is an awesome link. Okay, this is high quality, no questions asked. This is great stuff. Whereas there's software out there that's just going to be kind of sending like relatively lame links, you know, just from whatever. I mean, there's like old stuff like profile links and blog commenting that's just not that great, right? It's not like, obviously not the same thing as the New York Times linking to your site. So, sorry, the Wall Street Journal linking to your gold site. So the thing is, you're carrying a certain amount of risk if you're firing like an SE nuke link blast to just directly to your money site. But if you're firing it to Facebook, to YouTube, to Yahoo, these sites that have this domain authority 100, then the link juice will still pass over, but the risk does not. Okay? The risk does not pass. So what's happening is, and that's the idea with money laundering. The idea with money laundering is like somebody will get, I mean, I've never done it, but you know, it's, you just watch a movie or whatever. So somebody gets money illicitly through, you know, whatever, racketeering or whatever crime, drugs, whatever. And what they do is they find some way to get that money back in their pocket, but through some sort of legitimate channel. Like I'm reading a book right now, it's Elvis Cole book, and there's a woman there, and she works at a bank, and what she does is the mafia gives her like large sums of cash, and she makes wire transfers into other accounts, and basically they walk with that money, and it's laundered, it's washed clean. So that's basically, I mean, unfortunately, obviously, I just have kind of a bad understanding of money laundering, but I understand the idea of it. And so what we're doing here is we're gaining the benefit of all this great social stuff. Facebook, Yahoo, you can do this with Google+, Squidoo, like Jimmy was saying, and we're getting to use these kind of murkier tools and really getting the full value out of them. So we're getting all the bang for the buck. So now, if you said number one, or if you said number two before, when I asked you if you got it, give me a number one if you get it now. And if you didn't, I'll circle back around and try to explain this a different way. I think I got everybody this time. Looks like everybody gets it. I was going to say,
this ties in exactly with Greg's new Penguin 2.0 strategy.
Yeah.
If you think about that first inner ring that is social,
yeah,
look at all the domain authority on each of those domains. There are 100 on every single one.
Exactly. Yeah. And for those of you that really enjoyed the event with, boy, I got to tell you, we have got an insane event coming for you with Russell Wright. Everyone loved that event with Russell and Sue. Yeah. Fordstein saying they're buffers, but they're more than buffers, Fordstein. That's the part of this. Again, like a little subtext of this event is like, you know, I feel guilty that I don't feel guilty, because this is so powerful. Like you're not. It's not just cleaning the links. you're also gaining. It's actually accelerating the links. It's like going from bad money to super good money, right? It's like if you did. Go ahead, Jimmy.
Yeah, look at this. Look at my page authority. That's going. Oh, it doesn't have it on this one. Oh, maybe it'll update. Hold on a second. Oh, they took it away. Well, on some of these, you can get. I've been able to get some of these up as high as like a PR7.
Oh my gosh! So you're basically turning that site into what amounts to a PR7 link.
Yeah, because
Sick.
That's the thing. Like you apply those links, that link juice. Okay, so why would you have a private blog network? It's the page rank, right?
Right, exactly.
Even though Google says, oh, there's nothing that has to do with page rank. So you're going out and buying those. Well,
right.
Besides just going out and buying them, that's the point of doing 2.0s. Look at Greg's 2.0 list. It's huge domain authority on that. Look at some of the other things. Like with social, you're building a social account with.
And also, some people just trust Yahoo more. Some people trust Facebook more. So, I mean, people just have their druthers. They have things that they prefer. Some people would rather come through YouTube, and they just feel like that's more legitimate. And so, like the natural traffic that you're getting through those channels, again, everything is getting washed. Like the links are getting washed, and they're getting or like a makeover. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean it's super crazy how strong. Like if you look at this one, it's a page authority 47. So
give me a break.
I would say that's a solid PR3.
Yeah.
If you looked it up on another tool.
That's ridiculous.
At very worst.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's an easy way to manipulate links. They're safe. I mean, because most of the citations, most of the social, it's all URL linkers back to your money site. So. You don't have to worry much about, over-optimization penalty.
Yeah, yeah. Brad's saying, so I'm gathering, Jimmy, that you're firing tons of different types of links to your social/citation sites, which all link to the money site. Exactly, Brad. Like he's basically, and this is what Greg's been teaching us, but this gives you such a great example. And just so you know, Jimmy also knows stuff that like we're learning from him. Jimmy's a really smart guy. This is one of the great things that we've built with OMG and NHB is that we get to mastermind with guys that are really innovative, guys like Jimmy, guys like Russell Wright and Sue. They're just tons of. Todd is brilliant. Just tons and tons of brilliant guys, both on the SEO side and brilliant conversion guys. I mean, I've learned tons from Fletch. I've learned tons from Joe Marfolio. Mark Ling, give me a break. I mean, that guy. He's so smart. So we just have this wonderful City on the Hill community. Now, what is the plugin for domain authority? You're using Moz for that, is that right?
Yeah, it's just a free plugin. I have this on Firefox, but I think they have a Google Chrome version, and it's free. It'll just pull up whenever you go to the website. But I mean, there's different equivalents. I mean, you can look at Majestic. Just kind of compare your domain authority against your other tools if you're using something else. Yeah. Kind of see what the same measurement is.
Okay, great. All right, I asked early in the event, like if you really get that it's all connected. I want to ask you again in the audience, do you really get now to a whole different level that it's all connected? Give me the number one. If now in the last 35 minutes, it's like a revolution for you, and you see in a much different way. And you're going to keep getting this with OMG. I mean, we should get started, guys. I just want you to know. Just a little Capital One. Bill says that's great. That's great. Awesome. Yeah, that's great. Greg says one, and I've only been on for 15 minutes. That's awesome. Yeah, this is great. This is really wonderful. Jimmy, did you have any other evil to spread or?
No, I'm ready to hear what you guys have up. I've wasted enough time.
Hey man, no, you didn't waste anything. Can I get thank yous for Jimmy from the audience? Obviously, it's really, really wonderful what he's just shown us, and it's really, really